Good evening. My name is Reverend Amanda Henderson, and I'm the Executive Director of the Interfaith Alliance of Colorado. And I know that everybody here is probably as tired as I am, and at the same time as moved as I am by the stories that we've heard and the life experiences that people have shared. And as leader of the Interfaith Alliance of Colorado, I represent 50 different congregations across the state and 1,000 members, people from different religious traditions. There are many things that we people of different religious traditions disagree with each other, but there is one thing that we all agree on, and that is the call to stand with those who are hurting, to serve those who are in need. And I won't go through as much on this bill. I will be short and to the point. My primary concern is that these laws and these ordinances have two major flaws. One is that they wind up exacerbating the problem of homelessness. And you've heard this again and again from all of the people that have testified, that when people are ticketed and jailed for simply trying to rest and lay down and sit, that they wind up taking 2 steps back. And every time they do that, we are furthering the complex problem of homelessness. Second, and this is my primary concern as a person of faith, I feel that these ordinances were put into place with a primary goal to move people that we don't want to see out of sight, to move those who make us confront the brokenness of our systems to where we don't have to walk by them when we're going shopping. And I ask, is that who we want to be? Is that who we want to be as a society, as people in Colorado, that we create laws and ordinances to keep us from facing our broken systems? This bill does not create lawlessness. This bill does not open the door for, all sorts of anarchy. This bill has a simple goal. Stop criminalizing people, stop ticketing people and jailing people for the simple acts of resting. Rather than putting our energy into creating these ordinances and these laws, what if we worked together to look for creative solutions hand in hand with those who are in need? What if we put our energy there and stopped putting it into policing? Thank you.
Reverend Henderson. Representative Rosenthal.
It's been obviously very difficult for all of us, and hearing about the failures in the system and things like that. And I'm wondering if you know of any programs that have been working in Denver. We heard earlier some of the things that the city is doing, nonprofits are doing, churches are doing. What are some of the good things that people are doing that? You said let's put our heads together. Well, let's see if we can build on that. Mm-hmm. What are some of those things that, anywhere from the city to churches to individuals, etc., are doing?
Reverend Henderson?
Thank you.
There's a guy that's going to buy one of $5 million houses if you don't arrest him out of it.
My personal philosophy is all of the above. The needs of people who are experiencing homelessness are extremely varied. And so I understand the frustration with some of the programs and the systems that aren't working and things that you heard. But I think that if I had to name something that is working, the Housing First programs that you've heard about in Utah, that you heard from the DU study. But even beyond that, I wonder what it would look like for us to work together. I know that Denver Homeless Out Loud has a proposal for tiny homes community. And as I've been sitting with them and talking with them, I have a lot of questions about that. But I wonder what it looks like to listen to people who are in need as a first step, rather than imposing solutions from the outside on them, that when people feel empowered and brought in, and like the people who with power and resources are actually listening to those who are without power and resources, to their needs, that's a method that's very different than what has been done typically in so many of the programs for people. So those kinds of grassroots partnership activities.
Representative Clinton.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Reverend Henderson. I agree with one part of the bill that the proponents have described as it would eliminate ordinances that prevent the sharing of food. And one of the proponents who I met with this week, highlighted that. And I think there was an instance in Colorado Springs. I remember years ago there was a Salvation Army food truck that used to go to a certain area of the park and give away dinner. So hundreds of people would show up and stand in line. And then, I don't know if the ordinance got rid of that or created this fee or created some kind of bureaucratic blockage to people who are trying to do the right thing. And I wonder if you can speak to that in your experience with members of the faith community here. Are churches who are trying to feed people prevented from doing so?
Reverend?
Thank you for the question. That does happen, that people are prevented. I know that there is a general sentiment that it's not a good thing from many of the people in the city, and I personally serve with the group that serves at Civic Center Park once a month. My family goes, and quite honestly, it is a powerful experience for the reality of, number one, people need to eat. I'm not there to judge their circumstance. I'm not there to judge if they're trying hard enough. They need to eat. Number two, it's important for me to come from my comfortable home and to look in the face of someone who's in need and to hear their story and spend time together. So those kind of opportunities are very important. In Denver at this point, we have not had people blocking those groups that are serving food, but in different cities, I know in Florida, I heard a story that they were blocked from feeding people, that different states are passing ordinances blocking people from feeding. And if that follows the same pattern, just as the camping ban moves from city to city to city, as people try and push people out of their community, I believe that that's why that is put in the bill, to make sure that those kinds of initiatives don't come to Colorado.
Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Hughes, and then